Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope you all are good and fine. Today we are going to start our next topic, that is human nervous system. Students, you have discussed in the previous classes about the nervous system, but at this level we will discuss the nervous system in detail. My dear students, did you think that how do your lungs remember to breathe when you are watching this video lecture? And how does your nose tell you that your mother is cooking delicious meal in the kitchen? Yes, it's our nervous system that is in charge of these things and a lot more. Our nervous system is responsible for sending, receiving and processing the messages in the form of chemical and electrical signals called as nerve impulses. Students, before going in detail, let's watch the video in which you will learn more about the nervous system.
Nervous system. Have you ever wondered why a person who is unconscious does not feel any pain, cold, hot, or see or hear anything? It is because his brain is not in the state of sending any signal to the sense organs or any other part of the body. And it is because of our brain that we can see, we can smell, we can hear, and we can walk or we can sit. We think that we see with our eyes, but it's actually the brain behind everything that we see.
Our eyes send signals to the brain, which interprets the signal, and then only we are able to see.
Similarly,
our skin sends signals to the brain, which interprets the signal, and then only we feel something.
Hot, cold, rough, smooth, or anything. So likewise, we feel, we see, we hear, we dance, we talk, all because of our brain sending signals to us to do that. And this system, through which signals are sent or received, is called nervous system.
Hope you understood the video. Nervous system controls everything we do. Without it, we wouldn't exist. Our nervous system splits into central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system contains brain and the spinal cord, while the peripheral nervous system consists of the nerves. Brain lies protected inside the skull, and from there it controls all the body functions by sending and receiving messages through the nerves. And the peripheral nervous system includes all the nerves that go from skin, muscles and organs to the spinal cord and the brain. The peripheral nervous system controls the automatic actions like breathing, digesting, etc. And all these components are made up of neurons. Nerve cell. Nerve cell is also known as neuron. Students, don't be confused with the term nephron. You have discussed in the previous chapter that nephron is the basic and functional unit of kidney. But here we are discussing neuron. And neuron is the basic and functional unit of our nervous system. Neuron is the basic and functional unit of nervous system. And our nervous system contains billions of neurons and neuroglial cells. What are neuroglial cells? These are the cells that give support and protection to the nerve cells or neurons. And the main function of the nerve cell or neuron is to conduct the nerve impulses. And what are nerve impulses? Nerve impulses are the messages in the form of electrical and chemical signals. So let's discuss the structure of neuron in detail. A neuron has three main components: cell body, dendrites and axon. This is the diagram of a neuron. This portion of the neuron is called cell body, which is having nucleus and the cytoplasm. Tree-like branches extend off the cell body, which are called dendrites, and the function of the dendrites is to conduct nerve impulses toward the cell body. A long extension extends off the cell body that is called axon. Axon is a thread-like structure that conduct nerve impulses away from the cell body. The axons of some neurons are enclosed into a fatty layer that is called myelin sheath. Myelin sheath is the secretion of special neuroglial cells called Schwann cells. Schwann cells are named after a German physiologist, Theodor Schwann, who discovered these cells for the first time. Myelin sheath covered the axon like a wrapper, and this sheath does not cover the entire axon, but there are some gaps or breaks in the wrapping, and these breaks or gaps are called nodes of Ranvier. These nodes facilitate the rapid conduction of the nerve impulses, and these nodes are also named after a French histologist and a pathologist, Louis Antoine Ranvier, who discovered these nodes for the first time. Myelin sheath is an insulator. Insulator means that it will prevent the transfer of nerve impulses. So the membrane that is coated with this membrane, this sheath, does not conduct the nerve impulses. And in such a neuron, the impulses jump from node to node, and these impulses are called saltatory impulses. Saltatory derived from the Latin word saltare, which means to jump or to leap. So the impulses will jump from node to node, and these impulses are called saltatory impulses. Students, in this neuron you can see that the impulse is jumping from one node to another node, traveling down the axon, and this is the saltatory impulse. At the end there are axon terminals. As the name suggests, that it is the end of an axon, and is that part of a nerve cell that makes synaptic connections with the other nerve cell or with an effector cell. Effector cell like muscle cell or gland cell. And this structure is called synapse. It is the site of a transmission of nerve impulses between the two nerve cells or between the nerve cell and an effector cell. On the basis of their functions, neurons have three main types: sensory neurons, interneurons, and motor neurons. Sensory neurons. As the name suggests, that these neurons are associated with the senses. So these neurons conduct the information from the sensory receptors. The receptors, for example, in skin, eyes, nose, tongue, ears, and send this information to the central nervous system. The sensory neurons have one dendrite and one axon. This is the structure of a sensory neuron. Second type is the interneurons. Interneurons will send the information between the sensory neuron and the motor neurons. So the interneurons receive the information, interpret it, and stimulate the motor neurons. Interneurons have many dendrites and many axons. This is the structure of a interneuron. Motor neurons. Motor neurons carry the information from the interneurons and send it to the muscles and the glands. Interneurons have many dendrites but one axon. This is the structure of a motor neuron. Now let's analyze the term nerve. What are nerves? Nerves are seen as thin threads that emerge from the brain and spinal cord and branch out to all parts of the body. Nerve is just like a cable or a wire that has many fibers in it and that carry the signals. But in the case of nerve, the nerve has many axons. So let's define the nerve. Nerve means union of several axons that are enveloped in a covering made of lipid. Let's repeat the definition. Union of several axons. Union of several axons that are enveloped in a covering made of lipid. On the basis of property of axons, the nerve has three types: sensory nerves, motor nerves, and mixed nerve. Sensory nerves contain axons of sensory neurons only, and these nerves conduct information from our skin and muscles and back to the brain. Motor nerves contain axons of motor neurons only, and these nerves control our actions and movements and send information to the brain. The mixed nerves contain axons of both the sensory and the motor neurons, and these nerves control our involuntary and partially voluntary actions like breathing, digestion, heart rate, etc. Students, this is the end of this